this in. Turned right back out. Here comes Grigorenko in the dying seconds. Scores! Plenty of room for Grigorenko. He goes high glove in on Conrad. Sharon Govich back to the middle of the ice, slows it down, and Conrad makes a huge stop for Slovakia.
Sharon Govich went so far to the left that coming back to the middle, if he's trying to go 5-hole again, he scored there earlier.
Upset back for Reeder. Back across and a quick shot taken by Wagner, knocked away by Fazio. Kramer, the centering pass. Kuneko finds Reeder, scores! Tobias Reeder with a backhand root. That rule adopted by the NHL.
That's a good rule.
Brought in by Kenich. Centers it, and a quick chance, score! Ingrisis on the power play with 1.5 seconds left in the first period.
From Canada.
Good morning, hockey fans, and welcome to day 2 of the IIHF World Championships and day 2 of the Pregame Skate, streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. I hope you got a chance to catch some of yesterday's action. The teams did not waste any time at all making history here in Riga, Latvia. The hometown heroes had their first ever win over Canada at the World Championships, and although there were no fans in attendance, we saw them driving around the streets of Riga, chanting outside the team's hotel, even leaving flowers at the Canadian Embassy. Here's some behind-the-scenes footage submitted by fans, so feel free to send us your videos. Here's the streets of Riga, obviously very excited to see their teams come out on top. We had a lot of amazing content. We have super fans sending us their jerseys. So tag us on everything so we can help share and spread the word of the IIHF World Championship. And then, of course, Spikey is still here in the stands. Even though there are no fans, he's having a blast. We love Spikey dancing it up. I'm not sure how he has all that energy. He's probably super sweaty in that costume, but he's going hard all the time. So now that we've been able to see and catch up on what we've missed yesterday, let's talk about what's about to come today. So we've got some great footage from Sweden's practice to share with you, a little behind the scenes of what they were up to. So as you can see, they're having a blast. Finally getting out of quarantine and on the ice. Clearly, they had a lot of energy to burn. The guys are obviously excited to get on the ice. Today's their first game, and we got to sit down with Jeff Fellgreen before the tournament started to bring you a little interview.
Thanks so much for joining us. So you finally got to go on the ice on Tuesday. How was that feeling of getting out of quarantine, getting out onto the ice for the first time here in Riga?
It's an awesome feeling. I mean, it's not the most fun to be stuck in a hotel room with the isolation and everything, but it's nice to get out and start moving.
And how was the ice? How's the rink looking? How was it to just be out there finally?
I think the rinks look really good. Yeah, great ice, and yeah, as I said, just fun getting out with the guys and start practicing.
What did you do to keep, busy in quarantine for those few days?
Have been a lot of Netflix, some movies and series, also some reading. So just get the time to pass a little bit faster.
For sure. Well, we're glad that part's over. Now we can focus on the tournament. So I know you've been able to represent your country before. So what's that feeling like, coming here and having a whole nation back home that's really cheering you guys on?
It's always a great honor to come and play for the national team. And as I said, I've done it a couple of times before with the Euro Hockey Tour, but this is going to be my first World Championship. So it's really exciting about that.
Right. And what kind of team, it's obviously different this year without fans, but what kind of team do you think Sweden will have on the ice this year compared to previous times that you've played for them?
We're going to have a good team. I mean, we have the top guys from our league and some guys coming in from the NHL and KHL. So I think we're going to have a really good team, and we just need to get everything together, and I think we'll be really dangerous out there.
It's okay. You still have a few days to get it all together.
Yeah, hopefully that's what you need to do here.
That's right. Those first couple practices, I'm sure you're just still figuring each other out. Like, you got to go to camp a little bit before this, right?
Yeah, most of the guys has been with us, what is it, for 3 weeks now?
Okay.
Then there's been guys dropping out and guys coming in. So there's new faces almost every week leading into this. So yeah, always new guys to get to know out there. But it feels like it's going easy to get together and get everything going to really play as a unit.
That's exciting. And how do you build, a team chemistry or a team, mental state when you're coming in and out of quarantine and in and out of different players? Like, what is it that kind of brings you together so quick?
Everybody's in the same situation. So we just want to get the boring part out of the way with the isolation and everything. And after that, just pretty much just go out and have fun. I mean, we do this because we love it. And that's why most of the guys are here too, because we love playing.
Awesome. And then finally, my last question is, what do you think, you're able to bring to the team this year? What's your role and what are you excited for as a player?
I think I'm a really all-round player, so I want to contribute all around the ice. Yeah, I mean, I want to be in every situation, but we'll see. We have a lot of bodies out there, so not everyone is going to play. So it's a competition within the team to get those spots and to get some ice time. So yeah, it's tough to compete with the guys here too. But as I said, we got a good team, and I think it's a good competition to have in a team.
For sure. You don't want to feel complacent. You want to be battling for that spot, and it'll bring out the best in all of your teammates. So that's exciting for us as fans to watch. You guys will be at your best, at your peak, trying to compete for gold. So we wish you the best of luck, and we'll catch up with you later in the tournament and see how you're doing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So you can catch Team Sweden today in the early game. They are fan favorites, and we got a chance to get some behind the scenes content with the guys, and they're just truly hysterical. Goaltender Ben Bowns has become a household name for his highlight reel saves, but also his highlight reel social media content. So here's our chat with Ben before the tournament.
What are you looking forward to most about this bubble experience? I know it's a kind of definitely a new concept, but maybe it'll bring your team closer. Maybe it'll drive you guys crazy. What are you thinking?
Well, I don't think you get much closer than what we all are already. So we've been around each other for that long over the years. So yeah, hopefully that won't happen. Or won't drive each other crazy, hopefully. But yeah, it's just going to be a one-off thing. I mean, it's a one-time life experience. It's hopefully this will never happen again. Fingers crossed, and there'll hopefully never be a need for something like this to happen again. But at the same time, we're quite lucky. We're in a special position where we do get to experience this, and we get to hopefully put on a show for people across the world doing what we love. So yeah, it's just going to be a cool experience.
Awesome. And you were one of the outstanding stars from the 2019 tournament, become a fan favorite. What are some of your favorite memories from that tournament? I guess 2 years ago now.
Just being on that big stage, obviously it's something that you dream about as a kid, and sometimes being British, you kind of think that dream's gone a little bit. And obviously with the way that we achieved it and the build up to it the previous years, it made it probably even more special. And I think obviously the best memories is obviously that game against France when we won in OT, and I never thought in my life that I'd ever celebrate coming seventh as hard as that in my life. I think I celebrated harder than any of the championships I've ever won before. So yeah, it's that's always going to stand out to me. But the whole experience, it was just pretty special, pretty awesome.
And the Great Britain fans are definitely spirited, and they're incredible online this year. They're going to be virtual fans. But what is it like representing a country that definitely is up and coming in the hockey world, and you get to be part of that journey?
Right, yeah, special. I mean, when I was younger, it had a big boom back in the UK, and I think clubs just overspent and got a bit silly with money. And yeah, then obviously that knocks it back way farther than what it should. So yeah, and it's nice to see it getting back on track, and crowds are obviously really high back at home now compared to what they were 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago. And yeah, you see the Barmy Army at all the games, at all the World Championships, as I like to call ourselves. So yeah, they're awesome. It's going to be strange not hearing them. But the first World Championships that I've been at that I've not heard them. So I mean, we always get a really good following. So yeah, that's going to be weird, but
they're
at
going
the
to
same
pump
time,
in the fan noise into the arena, and you'll just have to pretend.
Yeah, we'll just have to get a GB recording for him. We actually did that in Austria, and it was kind of strange. I don't know which I prefer, the empty silence or the fan noise, but
well, I guess goaltenders sometimes goaltenders get the most, hazing from the fans. So it might be a nice situation to have some silence, but maybe that fires you up a bit more too.
Yeah, honestly, I can't wait for fans to get back in. And like you say, goalies do sometimes get the brunt of all that abuse. So yeah, maybe just chucking a few boos or something every so often might get me going.
We'll talk to the producers. We'll throw in some booze to pump you up.
Sounds good to me.
And then just looking forward to the team this year. So, there's been a whole year off where we haven't seen a IIHF tournament. So where are we now compared to the 2019 tournament? Who are we going to look for on the Great Britain team that might be a standout or a new face or someone that fans should be, keeping their eye on?
Well, we got a lot of young guys coming through, which I think this year is obviously the perfect time to do that. There's going to be guys moving on over the next couple of years that decide to hang it up as we were getting a bit older in the team. And I think this chance to have the larger roster, the bigger squad, and obviously there's no relegation. It's a good chance to obviously give some of the younger guys some experience, and we got some really good ones. I mean, obviously everyone knows about Liam Kirk, and I think the way that he's progressed over the last year or so it's amazing to see. Sam Duggan as well he had a few years in Sweden growing up, well, quite a lot years in Sweden, speaks Swedish as well, which is strange to hear him talk like that. But no, he's still here. Josh Tetlow at the back, you'll not miss him because he's about 7 foot tall. He's massive. Big stick on him. So yeah, a lot of the young guys, and there's going to be a lot of speed. And then after that, it's everyone else that you've seen all before at the World Championships.
Awesome. Well, we'll be looking forward to all the content you're bringing from the bubble. So make sure everyone follows you because you've got a really cool behind the scenes look for us. And then we'll be looking out for Great Britain on the ice this year. You got a big following online. So best of luck. And we'll probably catch up later in the tournament and see how you're doing.
Thank you.
So the Great Britain team, as I've said multiple times, super fun group of guys. We got to watch their photo shoot or green screen day, and they were supposed to be doing celebrations. And I mean, usually you're just a fist pump team, but these guys were incredible. They were riding horses. They were doing handstands. They were just bringing us some hilarious content. So we'll be posting that on our social media feeds as well. So make sure you're following IIHF Hockey. Make sure you're following Ben Bowns. Make sure you're following everyone because they are having a lot of fun with the bubble. So we're going to make sure we bring that to you, especially on the Pregame Skate. And another group of lads, I'm learning, our social media aficionados are some of our influencers from the 2021 World Championships. They're Canadian content creators called On the Bench. So check out what they're all about with this video.
IIHF fans, it is Oli posting in from On the Bench, and I am live in studio, and we are going to run down some hockey slangs so you guys are ready for the tournament. Down to you, Jacob, at ice level.
All right, boys. So these are soup scrushy. First one we're going to look at is burn and hoof down the wall, cut mids, petty hard to the center, rip one top corns out of the rocket launcher.
All right, hockey fans, what Jacob is saying is he's burning hoof, which means he's skating super fast down the boards. He's going to cut in hard, and when he says petty, he means kind of stutter step or stop, walk in the middle, and rip a shot top corns, which is top corner.
Soup scrushy, quintessential to puck, boys. If you find yourself at the bottom of the circs and you want to rip one, this here's a low cheese missy.
All right, this next one here, Jacob is referring to a quintessential, which means it's very essential, a very important move. And when he says cutting bottom of the circs, he means the bottom of the circles. Here's a little diaphragm. And then low cheese, It's just a shot that's low on the ice and easy to beat the goalie. Wow, what a shot, Jacob.
Another deadly one, boys. If you're a Tendy Terrorizer looking to tickle that twine, you want to hit him with the quick rappy, so you're going to burn hoof around the twine, boys. Tuck it in, quick rappy, short side, around the other side of the net.
All right, when Jacob refers to a Tendy Terrorizer, what he means is an opponent like myself who is an absolute nightmare for goalies. They can't stop my shot. They can't save anything I shoot. And when he says tickle the twine, he means scoring. And again, when he says burning hoof, that means he's skating pretty fast. And when he says quick rappy, pretty straightforward. It is a wraparound where you go around the back of the net, reach around, and tuck it in, like Jacob's going to show here.
Quick rappy! This one here is for the Bluey Bandits, boys. If you're trying to go bar Belarus, what you want to do is hit him with a toe across the Bluey, drag it. Give yourself a self 1T, round the world goal killer, bar Belarus every time.
Oh, this next one's a great one. When Jacob refers to Bluey Bandits, he's talking about UD men. When Jacob refers to bar Belarus, what he's trying to say is when he shoots the puck, it goes crossbar and down, because I believe Belarus is somewhere under us because we're in Canada. The bar Belarus is bar down. Not many people can do this. Let's watch.
Round the world goal killer. 3 times. You heard it here first.
Wow, that's a bar Belarus shot.
This one here, boys, is the B-words crossy backhand bar train.
The B-words back clappy bar train means he's skating backwards and he's taking a backhand shot, a B hand, and he's going bar down. Wow, Jacob, simply an amazing shot. And these terms you guys can use in your everyday life too, not just for hockey. Let's check in with the next one.
This one's Soup Scrooge for all you Bobby or D-man boys. If you're going to burn hoof end-to-ender, going to win the game with the GWG, you just want to burn hoof down the wall, fire up the moose, hit the Bluey hard, grease brake petty at the hashies. You're going to cut back top circs all the way back around, maybe hit your winger with the 1T shot. Fake them out, no pass, so you're going to come around quick rappy, out psych, not tickling twine yet. You want to make it look good, boys, flash it up a little bit, hit the other circ, come down low, and rip one top corns, easy, boys.
I don't know. That's it for me in the studio for the IIHF Hockey Slang and Jacob at ice level. See you next time. What was that? I couldn't understand anything you were saying.
So I'm joined today from the On the Bench crew, Oli and Jacob. Thank you guys so much for coming in. You're looking like your regular selves. What are we drinking there, boys?
Got the Timmies in the cup. Good Canadian bevies.
Jacob, how many creamers you put in there?
Just to hear.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad. I put 19 in mine today.
How many?
I wish you guys could FedEx some to Latvia for me.
I can Amazon it too.
All right, we should be here in a few days.
Yeah, you'll get it.
Anyway, so we're really excited to have you a part of the IIHF bubble this year, even though it's virtual. We have a lot of exciting content that you're going to be providing for us. But if it's our first time getting to interact with the On the Bench crew, we're in for a surprise. But can you give us a quick rundown of who you are and how you became these little characters that we're looking at today?
Yeah, Oli, do you want to tell them since you like to tell people about yourself?
Sure. Well, I'm a 7-time Bangladesh pro. I played there for 7 years, 12-time All-Star. I hold a lot of records. I mean, I hold the record for most amount of games played with least amount of ice time. I also hold the record for, I think, least games played, but at the same time most. But I met Jacob when I was playing in Bangladesh. He was playing for the Virgin Island Coconut Cutters. And we met, I think it was an all-star game, I'm not sure, or playoffs. And then I immediately saw him. I didn't like his face. He didn't like mine. And we immediately started throwing. And then after that, I think we just became best friends.
Yeah, that's right. I'm Jacob Bardown, natural athlete, purebred beauty, and wizard on the sheet. Like Oli was saying, I played for the Virgin Island Elite League Coconut Cutters. Ripped that up for about 7 years. officially, and there was about 5 years that I just kind of showed up and was just there. Coach couldn't get rid of me, so total about 12 years in Virgin Islands. I was pretty greasy league, and yeah, I just saw Oli, and I think we fought like 13 times that first game that we played, and there was like 278 punches thrown. So it was pretty.
Not one was landed though.
Not a single one. They were all haymakers to the side, but it is what it is, and here we are today, just hating each other, but loving each other at the same time.
Wow. I'm sure all of the math checks out. If you're watching, don't even bother. It's all online. They're certified, authentic beauties. And so we want to talk about some of the things that you guys are great at is that language of hockey. And if it's a first timer to the IIHF tournament or not, we're learning a lot about the language of hockey. So you guys are going to help us, you know, kind of negotiate through the vocabulary of being a player, whether you're good or not. So maybe you can give us one word each that you want to introduce the fans to, that's unique to hockey, that can help us in our, you know, daily dialogue.
I think my favorite one would be, and this is like perfect for every day, be burn and hoof. That's probably my favorite because it's just all about speed. And so basically, if you're burning hoof down the wall, it means you just got your legs just buzzing past like little zip lines, and then it just means going fast. So if you're everyday burning hoof, like if you got to burn hoof to get some coffee, that means you got to get coffee real fast.
I like that.
Yeah,
that's
it's a good.
Yeah, that's a great one, Jacob. Good job.
Thanks, Oli.
Yeah. I think for me, I don't know if you guys know, but it's called the word greasy. It's like it could refer to pretty much anything. Like I got greasy flow, Jacob's got greasy flow. You know, I got a greasy muzzy. He's got a greasy chin curtain. You could have a greasy nip, like a goal, a greasy tuck. You could have a greasy toey. You could have a bunch. It's just you can use it in everyday life. You can just like Jacob said, go get a coffee and be like, oh, it's some greasy coffee. Just means it's good, you know.
That's right, boys.
Amazing. Wow, I like the interchangeability of the words. It's helpful for people, you know, once the tournament ends, you can use these in your regular life, and we can all become just little, you know, replicas of you guys. It's perfect.
Yeah, Stoop's crucial for people to do that too.
Yeah.
That means super crucial.
Both of you have obviously a very unique look today, and always you are considered to be highly appreciated fashionistas. And so we also are going to get some content from you throughout the tournament of you rating fan outfits. So tell us a little bit about what you're looking for if you're a fan and you want to be on the radar here. What's some do's and some don'ts?
I think some do's are definitely like face paint. You can't go wrong with good face paint because then you're just wearing your country on your face, and that's pretty cool. Definitely jerseys. Jerseys are top priority. So whatever jersey you got, just throw that on. That should be everyday attire, especially during a tourney. And buckies, different styles of buckies. Like you can see, like I got the Seaboy hat. Oli's got the prescribed helmet, and what?
It's not prescribed.
Sorry, Oli's got the Jofa helmet is what I meant. It auto-corrected me. That's my bad. So just different buckies, and that's going to really help elevate the game, I think, for the fans that are out there that we rate.
I think I'm looking for like a combo. You know what? I want to see some greasy muzzies, some hair, some like different hairstyles, some mullets. The face paint's great too. I want to see a little bit of that as well. I want the whole package. You know, if you got a jersey on, I want to see it tucked. I don't want to see it just out. Maybe some cut off shorts or some just cut off shorts and cowboy boots with a jersey, a mullet, and a mustache. Oh, that's an auto win. So I'm just looking for everything.
I love that.
Pure
my mom used to make jersey shorts. So like our old jerseys, she'd make them into shorts. So cool. I'm going to see if she's still got her sewing machine ready and she can submit a fan costume. And we'll look for Sophie's submission. But we're so excited to see what you guys bring to us throughout the tournament. So fans, make sure to follow on the bench crew, to follow our content. You guys we'll catch up with you later in the tournament to get an update on some more language and some more fashionable styles for our fans. But other than that, we'll catch you next episode. All right?
Sounds good.
Do you guys want to hear a little bit more about me, or no? Are we done?
I think we're probably good. We should probably cut it.
Because I wrote a list, or just for next time.
Yeah, maybe next time.
You don't want just like a couple, no?
No.
Okay.
No, oh, I think the producer's calling. We definitely got to cut.
I don't hear anything.
No, I think you're muted. Don't worry about it.
So as a Canadian myself, I sadly can admit that I understood every single thing those guys were saying. Like, it wasn't that difficult, and I definitely vibed with their personalities. So it made me think, if there's any Latvians watching, can you please let me know where I can order poutine in Riga? Maybe there's I know there's a Walt delivery service. If there's a poutine shop nearby, let me know, because I'm craving it now. And yesterday was our first day of action, which means it was your first day to play fantasy hockey. Currently, I'm in 861st place, not to brag or anything. How'd you guys do in day one of fantasy? Put your names in the chat. Let us know what your scores were. Did you maybe pick up a sudden hero that we weren't expecting? Let me know so I can look you up and try to mimic your game plan, because it's clearly not working for me. And we've got a chance to talk with Eki, who's our resident fantasy hockey expert, and he made a day one video recap for us so we can take some notes, and maybe if you're in 800th place like myself, you can learn a little something.
Yo, what's up guys, Eki here. Let's go over day 2 of the IIHF fantasy game. Lots of great matchups today. I'm especially interested in Team Finland playing against USA and Switzerland against Czech Republic, but my fantasy lineup is mostly of Russian players because they play against Great Britain today. I think this could be a very huge win for Russia. So I have 4 Russian players. Grigorenko as my captain, scored 2 points yesterday against Czech Republic. Okulov had a great season in KHL. Barabanov coming over from the NHL. Provorov I had yesterday as well. I trust him today as well. You can only use the same player 3 times throughout the group stage, so I have only 1 use left on Provorov after today. Then I have Henrik Tommernes for Team Sweden against Denmark, captain for Sweden. Very good offensive defenseman, scored almost 1 point per game in the Swiss league this year. Hoping he would do good against Team Denmark. And then Jussi Olkinuora in net against Team USA. Not 100% sure if he would play today. If he doesn't, I'll put whoever is in net for Team Finland. Every save is 1/5 of a point. I think he would get some saves against Team USA, and I think Finland is looking strong right now compared to the US. Hopefully I don't jinx it. So I think Olkinuora will be fine. Also, this choice was affected by Canada scoring 0 goals yesterday against Latvia. US has a similar type of team, so I'll hope the North American scoring drought continues. That was my team for today. Now let's look at very quickly what happened yesterday. I had 3 players for Team Canada against Latvia. That really hurt me. Canada lost 2-0. Didn't expect that at all. Great job to Latvia. Kemper, Kontua and Henrik got me -1 point in total. That's not ideal. So Kontua got 2 penalties. That's why he is -2 points. Sider got me 1 assist and +2 in plus-minus. That equals to 5 points, and Provorov got me 1 assist and 1 plus in plus-minus as well. Goalie could really get you a bunch of points because every win is 3 points. A shutout would be 3 points as well. This Kemper pick didn't turn out that great for me. I'm rank 1123 right now. I hope I can turn my team around. Shout out to Simon, who's leading my own fantasy league. This was his team for yesterday. He got 40 points in total. There is my daily picks. Reminder to sign up for the IIHF fantasy game at fantasy.iihf.com and have a chance to win all types of cash prizes and IIHF app here.
Okay, I actually feel better about myself now knowing that Eki, who's our resident fantasy hockey expert, is in a lower standing than myself. But here's the daily recap of the leaderboard after day 1. If you see your name in the chat, congratulations. Put your name in there. Let us know that you've made it here into the pregame skate. Very impressive to see a lot of you come out of the gates hot. But if you're in the bottom like me, don't worry. You can only really go up from here. And there's 6 games on today. So obviously a lot of opportunity to either get up those rankings or fall even further. So let's hope that isn't the case. But I want to know who you are cheering for today, but let's do it a little bit differently. I don't know if you're TikTok fans or not, but this is the thing nowadays. So tell me who you're cheering for without actually telling me who you're cheering for. So I'll give you an example. If I'm cheering for Canada, instead of just throwing in the Canadian flag emoji, I might throw in a poutine and an igloo, just to make me think a little bit harder this morning. So let's see if there's anyone this early in the morning being creative. I'm looking in the chat right now. I see a pasta and a wine emoji. So I'm going to guess you're tuning in and cheering for Italy. Either that, or you're asking to take me on a date. Either way, I love it. I see a lot of face filter people online as well. Make sure you're using our face filter on Instagram. I see all the emojis coming in. Very excited to see who you're cheering for. Awesome. Keep the comments coming and make sure you let us know what you want to see on the pregame skate. And as always, we want to remind you to be subscribed to our daily podcast, the Totally Ice Hockey Show, which is uploaded every single day after the games of the day to give you a nice recap of everything that went on the day before. So here's some insight from our two hosts, Caroline and Lucas.
Just a dream for Latvia and a big disappointment for Canada.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? This Latvian team is well drilled and opportunistic. I mean, it's no accident that Bob Hartley coached Avangard Omsk to the KHL title this season. Now, Mikson Dradas, who scored Latvia's first goal just before the first period buzzer, not the guy you want to leave unguarded. He plays for Dinamo Riga. He actually led Latvia with 7 points in 2019. And then you look at goalie Matis Kivlenieks and how he stepped up with 38 saves. I mean, if he keeps this up, he's going to replace Elvis Merzlikins as the most popular Columbus goalie in Latvia. So just a real nice way for Latvia to start the tournament, especially after losing 11-0 to Canada way back in 2006. How times change.
So before we wrap up for the day and get into the arena for a jam-packed day of action, here's our daily schedule. Denmark versus Sweden and Norway versus Germany kick things off at the early 12:15 games, so we better hurry. Followed by Great Britain versus Russia, Finland versus USA, and that's in the 4:15 time slot. And then we end the day with the Czech Republic versus Switzerland and Latvia versus Kazakhstan in that prime time 8:15 p.m. slot. Will we maybe see our first overtime game today? Will there be any big upsets? And will the hometown heroes of Latvia continue to keep Riga rowdy all night long? You'll have to tune in tomorrow to the pregame skate at 11 a.m. to get all of the details. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ailish Forfar, and we'll see you tomorrow.